Amiche e amici di Backdoor Podcast, benvenuti a una nuova puntata di Backdoor on the Road. Oggi ci troviamo a Berlino per la gara playoff di Basketball Champions League tra Alba e Unicaja Malaga. Siamo nella sede del club in Kantianstrasse con Himar Ojeda, Sports Director dell'Alba. Danke Himar. Muchas gracias, perché tu sei spagnolo. Thank you for giving us your time during a delicate moment like the pre-game time. So Backdoor Podcast is thank you also for you.
It's okay. I don't play, so
Okay.
So I'm more relaxed than the players.
Okay.
So.
Thank you. How do you rate Alba Berlin's season so far?
Well, I'm extremely happy, and I rate it very high because we are in a, let's say, a rebuilding process. We have a difficult situation in the summer, because with the decision that we took to leave the EuroLeague or not keep continuing playing in the EuroLeague and pass to the Champions League, it was all. I mean, it also brings a big reduction, in the budget because the number of games and it was. We need to reduce the budget a lot in the team. So we need to start over, and then, so we have a young team, we have rookies from the college and G League, young kids from Germany, from our youth program, and I didn't expect that we will be that competitive, that we will reach the quarterfinals on Champions League, that we will be second in the league, that we will play the final of the cup and lose it by only one basket. So I'm extremely happy.
The decision to leave EuroLeague was a difficult one, I suppose. What are the main reasons, and are you satisfied about this decision?
Well, it was not easy decision. Actually, we were mostly considering for a year, and let's say the reasons are simple, or clear. Let's say it's like we wanted to compete. The EuroLeague is amazing basketball. It's a great league to compete, and we wanted to compete against some of the best, right? But in the process, we had an agreement that we will, let's say, get one of the license. There's 13 permanent license, and we will be the number 14. That was a little bit the plan with the EuroLeague. And then we fulfilled all the requirements that the EuroLeague asked us at that time. But then the EuroLeague entered internal, let's say, rebuilding process, okay? And they said at the beginning, okay, now we need to wait a little because we were changing internally the CEO, and that was 1 year. Another year was kind of the same. But at the end, they came to us and decide that they don't want to give more permanent license at that time, only a temporary license with a price or things like that. And of course, for us it was a big hit, and we were little. Devastated with the news, but we understood because they are the owners of the league, and then obviously they can decide whatever they want, and then the way they consider that this is what they want at that moment. So for us, it became a situation that it doesn't match or fit our capacities and philosophy, because we are an organization that we don't have a football club behind. We don't have let's say an owner that put the money and lose the money every year or something like that. So we work on the market. So whatever we can generate on the market, ticketing and sponsors and things like that, is where we can expand. So keep competing in the Euroleague. It will mean, as everyone knows, so if you're not a licensed member, you don't share, let's say, the revenues. So then for us it will be spending money, into play there, but not having that money, not getting anything back, and not having that money to put it in the team. Okay, and then we won't be competitive enough, and of course, we decided to try to start over in the Champions League, and obviously, try to see if we can make our route that way.
Okay. Alba Berlin asked to join to NBA Europe in March.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's like so the thing is, we express. Everyone knows that the NBA is trying to develop a league with FIBA. And they put out, let's say, questions for different organizations to if they want to, let's say, participate in that competition. And we already express, publicly and also privately to them, that we wanna be, let's say, one of the teams. Okay, so this is we are in the first stage of all these kind of things, but yes, we're not hiding that we want to be part of that league if that league moves forward.
Okay. What are your feelings about NBA Europe? Is it possible the start in 2027? And how can NBA fit, according to you, for European basketball and also business?
Yeah. Well, I think that they have that date as the date they want to start, 27, 28. It's true that we all, that the time is passing and everyone want to see everything ready, to start. I'm aware that there's a lot of work behind the scenes, in order to prepare everything. So I think that let's say it is their intention, to start in the 27, 28, and at certain point, I think it won't be that difficult. Obviously it won't be easy at the same time, but I think that eventually it could happen. And then the fit with the European basketball, it's like I think there's a lot of there's a lot of different, let's say, approaches, and there's a lot of sensitive topics, right? So I think that at a certain point, it's going to be a difficult situation with different leagues, operating in Europe, at the same time. If definitely, Euroleague and NBA are separate leagues. So at certain point it will be a little, let's say, complicated. But I think that the business model that this NBA Europe is proposing is something that it makes sense, because it's a situation where the business, it's also working together with the sport, okay? In the sense that it's not sustainable that the teams are losing money, okay? And at a certain point, you need to try to make the business profitable, or at least break even, for the organizations, because this is how it is at this level. Regarding let's say the basketball thing, the good thing is this is a joint venture with FIBA. So FIBA from their side, as I understand, are, let's say, putting their part in terms of keeping everything related to the FIBA rules, so there's no, let's say, I think there won't be any doubts of if the game is going to change the rules in 12 minutes or quarters or things like that, but the FIFA rules. And I think what we need to do, it's like at the end, the organizations that will be playing that league are European organizations, and then we will have the responsibility of trying to keep the sport as good as we consider, as we treat the sport of basketball in Europe. So I'm not really concerned about how the basketball will be developing like that. Okay, I think that our responsibility, everyone involved in this, if this move forward, it's like we need to keep the high level of European basketball with, let's say, a high level of management and business approach.
Okay. German press, Berlin and Morgenpost, said that Alba Berlin will build a new arena for NBA Europe. Is it true?
Well, it is. What they announced is like we enter a process to present a project to the city, where we have the idea and the intention of trying to build an arena, a new arena, for not only an arena for the games, but also a campus where we can really have all our let's say our people together, right? So our because as you see, we have an office here where we are, but then we have the practice facilities in a completely different place, a small one. Then the youth is in a different place, and we compete in a different arena. So the plan is to try to build offices for all the entity, a school, because we also have a lot of work to do with the school. So we want to build a school, we want to build practice facilities for the youth and offices, and a big arena to compete in the NBA, but also in order to make, let's say, our business sustainable in a way that we can use the arena also for other activities like concerts and things like that we just. And so what we present to the let's say to the government here is like this is the plan, and what they said is like they really support the idea. So now we're working together and try to get a piece of land, that this could be built. The city of Berlin really have the need of another, let's say, arena for sports and activities, because the city is growing a lot, and there's only two arenas, let's say, with good capacity. So.
What make the Deutsche basketball more and more profitable in those years?
Well, I mean, I think that obviously we know that since we're not Germans, right?
Yeah,
so we're the
Your
Southern Europe,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like it's a different thing. But as we know, the German, let's say, mentality in terms of all the taking care of the business and be really responsible with the budgets and all this like that is something that is strong in the league. There's no teams, let's say, spending more that they can spend, and that's the reason that, let's say, the institutions are very solid. Okay? Maybe they don't have that much money, but they're very solid. Okay, so and for me, what it makes the difference is like the growth of the basketball in Germany is going not as high as other or as quick, but is sustainable, really going up in a solid way. Okay, so and I think this is the best way, because it's built on really good pillars, and we see that from years they had always talent in the past, since Dirk Nowitzki and all these guys. But now it's not only that there's individual talent, a lot of players in the NBA, it's like they have a lot of quality in the national team, the league is improving, the teams are competing even better in European competitions. So definitely, let's say the strength of the German basketball is growing. And I think that it will keep growing in a very good way.
You are not German, but according to your point of view, when the growing process starts and how it develops in these years recently?
Well, I think that okay, it's difficult a little bit to say that because it looks like I'm trying to get the medals or whatever for us,
yeah,
but I think that I really think that when we had Aito Garcia Reneses here as a coach, it was obviously there's multiple factors, okay? So the institutions are are healthy institutions, they work very seriously, they really take care about the every little detail, even in small cities, they take care about the arena, the VIP areas, the marketing, the sponsorships, all these kind of things. They're very professional, they really take care about the players and everything. They're never late in payments, all these kind of things. So there's always little things that help to do that. And one of these little things, I think it was, the impact that Aito has here, the years that he was coach with us, because I think that he really inspired a lot of people to be able to play the game in a different game, to play the local players with no fear, even the young guys, and then kind of help, to develop, let's say, the game, okay? And so I would say that, as I said, there's no real point that it make like this, but for years, the basketball has been doing this and this and this. And one of these factors that helped at that moment, it was like, whatever, 8 years ago, when Aito came, he started, let's say, playing the game in the way, he did it. And you see now, they have an unbelievable, there's unbelievable generations, they're world champions, they're European champions, and the national team is so young, the people that are there, the next generation, they are the under 20 team. It's also, they're now, let's say, competing in the youth also more, with more continuity, because in the past maybe they do one generation do well, but now they do well in 2-3 different generations. So I really think that they're doing a great job with the youth and with development of the players. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. The last question is for Alba. Back to Alba. In recent years, Alba Berlin has always been considered a development team for young talents from the young teams, and also for Italian guys like Matteo Spagnolo and Gabriele Procida. Do you plan to continue along this way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like when I came here, when Marco Baldi, that is our CEO, that is his dad is Italian. That's the name Marco Baldi, right? He's German, but his dad is Italian, and called me to come here. What I told him is like, I'm only interested in a global project, not just in the pro team and try to get the best team possible to compete, but a program that can develop their own players, and young players. And he said that he wanted that too. So that's how we came together. And this is part of our philosophy, since the beginning, okay? And the other day there was the BBL put let's say a post in social media saying like the other day was the peak, because the whole season is like that, but 88% of the points, that Alba coming from local players, right? Wow, from Germans. And at the same time, as you said, it's not only local players, it's one part, but also if we can bring young talents that need an opportunity to really, get to the next level, we're very happy to do it. We did with Simone Fontecchio, we did with Gabri, we did with Matteo, and we did with Grigonis back in time. So Raukas Giedraitis. So I mean, yeah, I'm very happy of seeing these kind of players having the opportunity to improve and to go to the next level. There's always a balance because we want to compete, and at the same time we want to produce players. So we want to keep this philosophy. At least while I'm here, for sure, I want to keep that philosophy.
Okay. Thank you, Himar.
Yeah.
Good luck.
My pleasure. Thank you.